Yep, I get that feeling. The person that you just texted isn't texting you back. Maybe, they don't want to respond. Maybe they're too busy. Or maybe they just are lazy to check your messages. Who knows? And it hurts because you might consider these people as close friends, close family friends, your girlfriend, maybe even your family, or maybe just someone you met off from the internet. What is known is that humans have a natural connection to people, and that is exactly what you're craving right now. The worst part is this is even worse for overthinkers. People that often overthink, always think of six different possibilities for one situation. 6 outcomes. Maybe they will think even more, even though none of that has actually happened yet. Just the simple not texting, like this, not responding to your text, could mean fatal for them. They probably would wonder, what did I do wrong? What did I mess up in this friendship or relationship? Was it my fault or was it someone else's fault? They will literally be sitting in their bed, wasting away their time. 6, 10 minutes, maybe hours, just wondering what went wrong. The problem is I get where people will say, hey, it's just overthinkers, get rid of them, or just get rid of the thoughts. It's hard because that's just who you are. That's just the personality type. You can't get rid of overthinking. Yes, it slowly kills you, but you can't get rid of it. It's a permanent thing. You can't, it's like removing part of your brain. You're asking someone to carve out a piece of their brain out because they're overthinking. It's just not possible. It's not pleasable. It's not good, and it doesn't make any sense. And it hurts. Overthinkers often just think that their life is over. Many times they have these huge mood swings. Whenever someone texts them or whenever someone is just, noticing them, they're happy, they're jolly, they're some of the nicest people. And then as soon as you get rid of that and be alone with their thoughts, they often, get depressed, they're sad, or they're just full out angry and get entire mood swings because of it. And sometimes overthinking is sort of like living two lives. One life is your reality, right? What's actually going to play out? What's the actual outcome to that situation or to that thing you were thinking about? And the secondary life is just a hell, it's punishment. You feel like, you're being punished for thinking so much. The second life is the life that plays in your head. It's the outcomes that are always in your mind. It's the times that you've replayed this outcome, replayed this situation, replayed the ideas. That is your secondary life. And that secondary life seems to hijack your primary life, your first life. Because all you can do is just think. You can't act. Shakespeare even wrote a play about this. And it's a very famous play called Hamlet. In the story, Hamlet, a young king or young noble prince, wants to take revenge on the king of Denmark, Claudius, because he believed that Claudius killed his father. And in turn, his father was a ghost that told him all the plans, all the things that Hamlet should or need to do in order to kill Claudius. And guess what? At the end, he didn't reach that goal. He did kill Claudius, but he killed everyone along with him. The goal was just to kill Claudius. But no, he decided to kill the entire royal Danish family and his mother. The question is, why? Well, he was just overthinking. He didn't act. There were many times in the story where Claudius was a freebie. He could have been easily targeted by Hamlet. But no, Hamlet did not. Because he was often overthinking about what will happen to him, what would the gods think, what would, the religious figures think, what would his dad think? And he didn't act. He just sat there, doing nothing. And at the end, his reward was he did kill Claudius, but killed everyone else and himself along with it. And that's sort of what overthinking does to you. You don't act because you are afraid to. You're scared of doing this. You're scared of doing the thing that, hunts you down. And so it's hard to face your fears. It's hard to take those risks when you know for a fact that the people there just, your mind is just thinking over and over and over again. It's not going to happen. Is there a way to solve it? I doubt it. Overthinking comes with extreme discipline and motivation to really stop. And even then, everyone will overthink at some time. It's a human natural instinct to think of different outcomes for a situation. That's called human basic natural instinct survival. Right? And so, whatever you overthink, whatever you think it's bad for you, don't kill yourself over it. Because at the end of the day, the outcome that you're overthinking about is a lot less dramatic than the actual outcome. Maybe you think 6 different outcomes for asking that girl out, and at the end, you did ask the girl out and she said yes, a simple yes. You didn't have to think 6 different ways. You didn't have to think 7 different outcomes of how she was going to reject you, or how she didn't want to be friends with you or want to ask for your number. She said yes. Simple as that. So don't kill yourself over overthinking. It's a human natural instinct. But just so you know, whatever you're overthinking cannot be as bad as the actual outcome. That's all I have to say for now.